Reach-in foul on New Zealand.
Okay, my apologies. There we go. So a quick turnover. And on the other side, the battle for position number 2 between France and Brazil is now underway. 2 high-octane games for you folks at home, as we see New Zealand throw in another one, and it's a 7-point game. And you are gonna hear the Brazilians get loud and proud over here. Make no mistake. 2 powerhouse matches going on here, Vince.
I mean, look, I'm just going to be honest, and then we can say what you want. Call a man a man. People may thought, hey, what's the point of watching one game? I'm going to pay attention to the other. But this is what eFIBA World Finals is all about. It's all about gamers. It's all about ballers. It's about talent. And you never know what's going to happen. 39-32. The E-Blacks are right there. But France versus Brazil, this is going to be a matchup. Do not take your eyes off it. We're going to go back and forth and make sure we keep you informed on all the scores, but also go to eFIBA.basketball as soon as you can. Fill out the survey, get more information about the eFIBA World Finals. We're watching Brazil right now up by 2, okay, 4-2, and that survey is key to get your free gear when it comes to the hoodie, when it comes to NBA 2K codes, and also eFIBA basketball, which is actually pretty dope. But you see, Warnock's about to take it out, and I gotta admit, oh, beautiful defense from Brazil. We know how suffocating it can be, so let's see that's gonna pay off later in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'm pretty excited for this Brazilian-French game as well here, Vince, because these are just like 2 very similar styles of players, man. They're very emotional, they're free-flowing, they're just kind of exciting to watch, and that's what we're going to see. Early on in this one, I mean, you would swear it was the 4th quarter. It's the 1st quarter, they're up 6-2, and they are loud and proud.
Loud and proud indeed. Let's see what Brazil is going to do right here. Mamba out, big fella on top of the key. X6, one of those guards that's, again, really crafty. Beautiful pass to the corner, pocket, 3-ball, going down. Destiny basically fulfilling it as he's supposed to do with that gamer tag.
Without a doubt. All that jelly, man. They weren't ready for it. Absolutely phenomenal. A tight game over here. 6-5. Just to let you know, you're not missing anything in USA Basketball versus New Zealand. The lead is 11. 43 points for USA Basketball, 32 for New Zealand. And it's still a contest in the 3rd. We will be back to that game a little bit later. However, this is the battle for the 2nd position in Group A right here, and I gotta tell you, I'm here for it.
He cocked it back like he was John Wayne. Boom! That's what I like to see, baby! Get tricky with it. Sings, jump passer, breaking the beast, pump fake, keeping his dribble, not trying to get that travel call. Lewis Clams, you know this man got the defense, that's why they call him Clams. But let's see if he can try to stop X-Mamba out. Big fella with the handoff, breaking the beast, getting a little tricky with it, keeping that left side dribble, trying to get to the right, 4 seconds left into the shot clock, mid-range, making a pay. Nope, but beautiful offensive rebound by X-Mamba out to Destiny, GTD, and see what they can do on this possession, breaking the beast. Again, we always talk about this guard who can do stuff, but Warnock's going to war with the no mohawk. He's bald today, which I'm not used to seeing that, and that slammer was just disrespectful.
You're dead right, man. Where is the mohawk, bro? Wow, okay. I mean, that mohawk's been there for about 4 years, so that's kind of massive that it's missing at the moment. Here's ICBF, who we know can just get it going from deep as well. That's a good look by his standards, as we see Vitali with a really nice rebound and eventual dunk for Brazil. Claw back to 1 in the other game. 2 minute 45 left in the 3rd quarter. USA Basketball have extended their lead. They now lead by 18, 52 points to 34 over New Zealand, who did make it interesting when they clawed it back to a 5-point differential there. Pretty impressive stuff from that young team, Vince.
They woke up, all right? I don't know if the coaches got in the air, someone got in that booty. Come like, just like Kansas Jayhawks, Bill Self doesn't play. As soon as you start getting down, call that timeout and say, do you guys want to be here? Because I can sub you out any time. And now they definitely awoken the beast. But 11-8 right here, France leading just by a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're just tuning in at home or watching from the stands here, okay, win and you're in between France and Brazil over here. Winner is going to the semifinals tomorrow. That is huge.
That is huge. And again, these are the top 8 teams that came from 61 federations, okay? Now, we got both games going on right now, and tomorrow will be the semifinals and finals, and both will be best of 3. 50,000 euro prize pool is insane. And also, just talk about the game. Everybody's activated. The takeovers in NBA 2K24 is finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive, and also physical. So basically, you just change your whole meta if you get that takeover, because it's not just 2 you used to pick, now it's up to 5, and that can change a lot when it comes to gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a team game. If you didn't know, now you know. And as we see on the left of the screen there, it's a 22-point differential for USA Basketball. Take nothing away from that young New Zealand team. They caught it back to a 5-point game, Vince. And we were speechless. And we've seen high-flying dunks just like that. It's been a spectacular game of basketball. Likewise, on the other side, the Brazilians dropping in a 3, cutting that lead in half. And now France will come back down the other end with just a couple of seconds left and drop in one of their own. The yelling is surreal. They are getting fired up over there. Come on.
Hey,
it's
no,
Bastille Day versus Carnival, my friend.
This is beautiful. You know one of my favorites, X-Men. He's from the Rouge Gambit. Hey, mon ami, what are you doing over there? They get more animated than any animation I ever seen. I'm telling you, they're One Piece. They're Kuroko no Basketball. They're Naruto. They're Bleach all in one. Keep doing it, baby. But 17-11, let's see how Brazil's going to... Brazil going to... Yeah, I said that. I said Brazil. Brazil's going to respond there. We're talking a lot. We've been here for almost, what, 4 hours? Okay, we're going to get a little loose with the tongue here.
It's now coming up on 5 hours, and it's gone in the blink of an eye because we got high-octane 2K basketball like you're witnessing right here. This is literally the battle of landmarks, man. It's Christ the Redeemer versus the Eiffel Tower. As the French say, hold my croissant. I'm going to slam this home with 2 hands. Phenomenal stuff.
I love it. I love it. And then really quick, with USA versus New Zealand, 16-41, but now it's getting insane because now Brazil is waking up even more. South America versus Europe. Let's see who's going to come out on top in advance for the first ever in-person eFIBA World Final.
Absolutely great boards here from the French. Mamba out, just eating up that glass like a Langolier, man. He's just so good at getting the offensive boards. He has been the entire eFIBA seasons 1 and 2, and now here at the World Finals in Sweden. Phenomenal stuff. He just plays such a massive role. Destiny. Oh, man, these passes are just so slick, right? Breaker to beast. We know how good he is. Those blue shoes, man, standing out. Nice look. Another offensive board. Who is it? Mamba out. Throwing it home. Hanging on the rim. And you know what it means to the Frenchies.
The Mamba is there. One of the most deadliest snakes in the animal kingdom. You got to make sure that venom doesn't get in your skin because you are never coming back.
And where do you find the Mambas?
Right there.
In the Amazon rainforest, man.
Brazil, what are you doing, man? Don't bring your predators here. What?
Yeah, exactly. The educational value from this stream just went through the roof. You weren't here for it, but you're welcome, folks. Okay, fantastic stuff. But what a game. An 8-point lead now for the French. The Brazilians, they just got to get their mojo back, baby. They're going to find it here. Got to dig deep, get a stop. There's Warnos with a deep 2. Misses, but another offensive board and another put back by Mamba. He has taken this game over, Vince.
I have said this from eFIBA Season 1. Pay attention to the bigs, okay? Ex-Mama out is one of them big fellas that know how to play. Vitali, even from Brazil. Also, that boy Dimes getting the dunk right here for USA Basketball. All right, Don Preach from the Philippines. Big men are a crucial part when it comes to NBA 2K24 because they play their role. When you watch the NBA, there's so many tweeners. There's so many big fellas that are taking up the basketball. Look, once you know your position, you got to play your position, and that's what makes a team so cohesive.
You are dead right, my friend. As per usual, Warnos finds Green that time. Uncharacteristic miss for him. Really, really good to see. And again, that's a dude, like, I don't think has peaked today yet. Careful. I mean, if he starts peaking at the semis, look out. Now, obviously, we're not there yet. Brazil got something to say about that. They're writing their own script out here as well. But that's a really impressive run here in this 10-point lead for France. Brazil still well and truly in it. We haven't seen ICBF. We haven't seen him take off yet today either. By his own high standards against USA Basketball, didn't hit the threes. We know that it's a completely different script if he starts to get going.
Exactly. We got to get some fuel in that fire. You need to start cooking with gas, my friend. Stop cooking with fire. Could not make that slammer jammer right there, but I see Destiny taking it up. Also, still got 2 more games left for today. Morocco versus Philippines and Lebanon versus Turkey. Another crucial battle between Morocco and Philippines, just as important it is between France and Brazil.
Yeah, absolutely. Potentially win and you're in, unless Lebanon can come up with an upset like we were sniffing maybe a crazy upset there between USA Basketball and New Zealand. The lead is now 29 points, just letting you know that. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. I think New Zealand have done a phenomenal job there. And of course, USA, as we predicted, about to take the points total for the day to 78, which is a new record on the day.
Absolutely, and this has been a beautiful day indeed. I mean, USA right now, 2:58 left in the game, as you can see on the left side of your screen. Safe to say they're going to be taking the #1 spot in Group A. And then let's see if Brazil and France, I called them Brants earlier in the broadcast, all right, just combining like a good couple, okay? That's what we're going to do.
Brangelina.
That'll be like Crescent or something like that, okay? But the beautiful thing about this is that we Krantz, there we go, Krantz. We got Krantz. That sounds like a Christmas movie right there. Let's go to Krantz. But let's see how they're going to fare right now, because we still got a whole half ahead of you. Again, 27-15. Brazil does have that power with their coach to come back from that.
Yeah, without a doubt. So the French with this 12-point lead, again, it's not an insurmountable lead at all whatsoever for this Brazilian team when they get going. But what they need is a couple of stops. Mamba out is just feeling it right now, Vince. That dunk in traffic, he's activated. It makes him a little bit easier, but still making the ridiculously difficult look simple. It's got 4 activated players for the French team.
Adding about 10 points to your attribute right there, so you're becoming nearly a demigod when it comes to your build. I would tell the big fella couldn't get it, but man, that would be nice.
And isn't it telling me that the only player not activated for the French is Breaker? You know, so here's the rest of the team, because man, he's put the team on the shoulders a heck of a lot. Those are some tired legs at this stage, 2 months into the tournament. And that's really beautiful to see the entire team lifting to the occasion.
Oh, yeah, real good. Shout out to Warnox. Okay, I used to have a mohawk, too, and then I shaved it down. Just easier maintenance, man. Hey, even when you're in the meta, you know, you're going through the Pro-Am or being in the street and stuff in the park, you don't want to cut your hair no more. You just want to be able to go and play. That's it. And then get the sweat in your eyes. You're fine.
Big facts. My wife won't let me have a mohawk. Okay, sad-faced trumpet monkey here. This is absolutely phenomenal. What a team win so far, you know, as we approach halftime here between Brazil and France for the French. Like a really phenomenal effort. And I feel as though, like, yeah, the team kind of owe Breaker that much, right? And he may still get rolling as well. It's really kind of interesting. I just don't think they've hit their stride yet, so maybe they're peaking at the right time.
Yeah, and Mamba have 14 points, 8 rebounds, on his way of a double-double. Just got to keep, you know, gobbling up. It's just now, big fella taking up the ball like he's Joel Embiid, and let's see if he can actually do something. Give us the Breaker the beast, and you got to give it to the point guard, and he has a new name for those ice creams. Icy Blue, and then Breaker knocking it down. What? That's what I like to see. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Big facts, my friend. By the way, over in the other game, it's a 37-point lead at the moment with 42 seconds left to play. Excuse me, 40-point lead now for USA Basketball over New Zealand. To think that that game at one point, the differential was only 5, Vince, just shows you how dangerous USA Basketball are, my friend.
Also shows what an in-person event can do, because everybody can hear us in this fantastic stadium here at DreamHack Windsor, and I'm pretty sure USA Basketball heard something we said, and they said, oh, no, the commentators were on our side before. We're not going to make sure they're right again. It's time to put on the afterburn. Let's show a little something more, and also break the scoring record here. We're going for 100 just to show USA is here to stay.
Well, I mean, it's an impressive performance, man. It has to be said. That is the point total highest for the day as they drop in their 96th point right there. That's a lot of buckets. Take nothing away from this New Zealand team. They are young. They said in the interview before the game, they're looking forward to it. It's all about experience. And I gotta tell you, man, in the second quarter, it looked as though they were gonna push USA all the way. As it stands, they end up winning comfortably. On the flip side, a 15-point lead for the French in the third quarter, as planned for them. What can Brazil do here, Vince, to turn this around?
I mean, right now, step up. I mean, they have the ability, and I'll have this quote ready for tomorrow, so I don't want to use it today, but it's basically just coming together, all right? Just coming together, understanding, look, we want to advance, we need to win, it's time to step up. You still got almost 2 full quarters of NBA 2K left. You can turn this around, but as you just saw, USA Basketball easily taking it, and 100 points has been doing, and look at the rowing on it. Look at the beautiful, you know, the animation you're not seeing, but again, shout out to, you know, New Zealand definitely balling out.
We are seeing a Team Selly in the game from USA Basketball. That was a phenomenal finish. The sportsmanship is there. The handshakes are being made. It's a 13-point game, though, in the win and you are in matchup between the French and the Brazilians. It's a flamboyant game. There is Warnos showing up when his team needs him the most. He said, I got to step up. He said, I got to score points in the pre-match interview. I got the feeling they just wanted to end that interview and stop playing, and now we know why.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. I'm loving it, 37-21. And also, real quick, shout out, USA Basketball, no trash talking that game. Not one
Very
peep.
quiet.
Not one peep. Locked in and loaded. But right here, that's exactly what Brazil needs to do. Get locked and loaded. Lewis Clamps unable to knock it down. Beautiful offensive board by Icy Martins, but then a turnover, suffocating defense by France.
Yeah, absolutely. The French have looked really impressive in this one, like just heating up at the right time here, Vince. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is without a doubt their best performance of the day so far.
Like a cheesy fondue, okay? They're keeping it delicious. They're making that color of yellow edible, okay? As I said before, keep your enemies close and your dire enemies closer. All you are prey. The apex predators are out, the teeth are sharpened, and they want to take a bite out of
Well,
it.
you know, I appreciate that. I know you can't have the cheese, but you know I love a good fondue, so thank you, Vince. You're a legend, and you're dead right, man. That's what we're seeing here for the French. Phenomenal performance. And here we go, Breaker the Beast, who by his own high standards he played conductor in this one. He had a quiet enough game, okay? A little bit like Fabien Galtier, the great scrum half for the French rugby team, just directing the troops as we see there. He's had a hand in everything as they get to this 14-point lead. And now it's time for Brazil to get back on the horse and have a push here, try to claw away at this lead, give themselves a shot at coming back in the fourth, Vince.
Just a shot, though, but there is a shot, okay? A glimmer of a hope, okay? I've always noticed if there's at least an ember in that flame, it can become a straight forest fire. 25-37, Brazil showing some life, trying to take out that Mamba, because poisonous snakes aren't welcome there.
I don't want to be the one to say it, but fair enough. We've seen the French struggle in the fourth quarter previously. There, I said it. I'm sorry, lads. It had to be said. So Brazil know there's some history there. They can get it done, but they have to play perfect because I got to tell you, this is a switched on. This is a different French team we're seeing right here.
Commentators curse for France, announcers blessing for Brazil. Let's see what happens, but we never will know until that final buzzer goes off. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Focus as ever. Look at Brazil. Everyone trying to do their best. Pimaris is definitely there. Lewis Clamps definitely trying to be the great. And going on the side, what can France do? Breaking the beast. Look at him. No hoodie. No hoodie. All right? He's definitely trying to be focused. And now Warnock's coming out from the outside. Ex-Mamba out. He's been having a phenomenal game today. The big fella's showing it, keeping possession, going up for the dunk, but unable to make it. It's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, routinely these players make the impossible look simple. It's anything but. Stroking a green on a dunk in traffic like that is difficult. Just enough defense there from the Brazilian to make it a contested dunk, and they give themselves a chance now, cutting the lead to 10. Here we go, under a minute to play in the third, Vince. We might have ourselves a little bit of a cliffhanger, but you cannot leave Breaker that wide open. He's gonna make you pay.
Breaker the Beast showing that he is nothing but amazing when it comes down the line, all right? We've seen him step up many times, okay? That is true when it comes to eFIBA Season 2, when it came to the finals, and this is what he does best.
Oh, back-to-back threes. Daggers in the heart right there for the Brazilian team. The French trying to literally grab victory by the horns right here. Coach is locked in. He'll be telling them what to do. Luis Clamps needs to get going. There's a man that you could definitely hang your hat on. There's a dude who could lead you to victory and score a bunch of points, but he's got to get going. He's got to get going now, Vince.
Trying to get that handles for days, but nice mid-range. Okay, he's playing 43-29. Look, you're going into the last quarter at least below 15 points, which we have seen Brazil come back from worse. But again, have to stay composed. Don't get too excited. Getting these defensive boards are key, but then you get that dunk, and Fred saying, "Merci beaucoup, au revoir, I'll see you later."
They were saying something. I don't think it was that polite, though, Vince. But definitely they're talking. The French out there, this is not Marcel anymore. They look like sad mimes over there after they played the USA, okay? No, this is flamboyant Frenchmen expressing themselves and really just venting frustrations from the day previously. Hey, it's really like you said, as we see a good block right there. It's not about how many points you score, it's about when you score them, right? They are finishing strong. If they get the win here, they get to rest their heads on the pillow tonight, knowing they're in the semis. Best of 3.
Yep, that's true.
And go home and study the tape. I don't know. They're definitely not going to be karaokeing tonight, but Brazil might be.
I mean, France was basically one of the favorites here. And again, they may not have been on our list, but a lot of people, and a beautiful 3 going out from Brazil, but a lot of people have so much respect for Les Bleus, okay? So technically, they're like a bigger support system, which I'll say the quote finally, it's not the size of the dog on the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
Big
and
facts.
let's see if Brazil still got it with 4 minutes left.
Preach. Go sing it on the mountain, Vince. I'm with you, man. I agree 110%. They are finishing strong here. And honestly, I was impressed with that Brazilian performance against USA basketball. Foot out of bounds?
I thought it was a 4-point play, but no, it's not. Oh, that's how I was excited for you. I was excited for you, man.
I was holding my breath there for a second.
I was holding my breath, too, because I said we would have finally got it.
So, like, there is going to be a moment, potentially, that we look back at, helicopter view on the entire tournament, and it's that Brazilian performance against USA basketball, where, again, they started to sketch the blueprint of potentially how you beat a USA basketball. Easier said than done, man. They're living up to their reputation, but still, they've definitely contributed here. They're still 344. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying this looks like a switched-on French team, and you got to make your open 3s.
Man, Icy Martin, you're a little icy in the game, baby. You got to heat up. I mean, let's get Ace. Let's get the flame fruit, okay? You need some kind of fire in your belly. But ex-Mamba out, trying to beat that big fella, getting his own rebound after missing that easy cake lay. But that's how you got to be aggressive on those boards. Breaking the Beast, playing with his food. Man, a little bit too much confidence. Let's see his transition. Luis Clamps, a nice slammer-jammer. That's how you come back, Brazil.
Glorious Statue of Liberty dunk right there. You love to see it. But you know, the clock is your friend. You'll gladly trade, what, like 30 seconds for 2 points right there. If you are Les Bleus, they know what's up. Breaking the Beast by, again, his own high standards, missing that 3. But Mamba, dude, rebound king in this game, and that's been the difference.
Possible defensive player of the tournament, okay?
And MVP.
Maybe, baby. But also, look at Coach Nick really getting animated, trying to get his truth into it, and trying to do a nice little playbook out of USA basketball. Transition 3, but then running back and having a big brain play by Fowler.
It is literally only 4 3-pointers, man. And like, I mean, this is when, to the uninitiated, anyone who isn't watching, there is a legendary turn of events, right, eFIBA Season 1, where a very comfortable French lead was cut to pieces by a very, very good Turkey team, who then went on to get the win. And so, yeah, that moment has lived rent-free in these French players' heads for the better part of a year now, Vince. So they are going to try and prove they are not that team anymore and just choke out a win here.
Straight Sanji cooking out happy. Just chopped it up, diced it up, and also fed it. But here's the thing. They're still in this game. 2.5 minutes is a lot of time. Like you said, it's only 4 threes. And that, oh, was it transition?
Not in the bonus yet, but yeah. 10 points, 223, man. Oh, it's tight as you like, Vince. I'm a little bit nervous for the French right here. The Brazilians trying to get back into this one. Hey, Louis Clamps, he's activated at exactly the right time. Him and the big man. Fadeaway three. Oh my goodness gracious.
Wowie! Almost hit his head on the camera. Jumped so high, I thought it was a bird flying. As you see, 45-38. Big three right there from Brazil. Now you need a stop. You have to be poised. Let's get your defense up. Hands in the passing lanes. No one can get an open shot like that. Get in the defense. Let's see what they're going to do here, Chris.
Oh, my word, Vince. His history repeating itself. He's going to the line. He's going to the line. You got to believe he's going to knock both of these in, Vince. This is going to be a 5-point game. Are the French... Are they dropping the baguette again? Is this happening again, Vince?
Oh my God, I wish I knew sorry in French, but I don't. I need the SAP button, I need Siri. Siri, how you say sorry? Doesn't matter. It's 45-40. Brazil is coming back, breaking the beast with the ice creams. Let's see if you can do something, baby. All right, Louis the Clamps, put it on the clamps, keeping that defense up. Nice shuttle pass to Mamba out. He's been doing great, but then a quarter pocket war knocks on number. 4 seconds left in the shot clock. And
Massive three. Sacre bleu! They needed that so badly. They stepped up. They were patient. They milked the clock. They hit the three. Okay, this is a different French team, Vince, because I was worried for a second there. The heart attack cats, man. Woo! We need that oxygen tank yet again.
Oxygen mask right now. Just like Dr. Stone, we're going back to the Stone Age. We got to manufacture ourselves from the minerals we have in Jönköping, Sweden. But oh my goodness, another slammer jammer by France, 50-40, showing, yo, Brazil, we got Mambas here in the beautiful city of Paris.
Okay, that was pretty, man. That was special. To go ahead and get yourself 5 unanswered points like that, reestablish that double-digit lead in the 4th quarter. That's a statement for this French team. I think they needed it for them more than anything else, more than the viewers. They needed to prove to themselves, no, we're not the team that chokes. We're the team that ices out the game. Impressive stuff.
But this is what we love with eFIBA World Finals. We want excitement. This is NBA 2K24. Everyone that's watching, it's going to be all weekend. Tomorrow we got the semifinals and finals, in which we have a chance to crown the eFIBA World Final champion, and with a chance of taking home a $50,000 prize pool. First place, 20 grand, and also 2,500 euros to the MVP and also Defensive Player of the Year. We're giving out bags. My game is in Ballers. And Louis Clamps with a beautiful slammer jammer. 19 seconds left, but I gotta like this because they were down by a lot, but only losing by single digits. Brazil should have respect.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Great fight back from the Brazilians, mate. You're absolutely spot on. I can tell you right now, they had the French sweating bullets out there. Bullets, however, as epic as a fight back that was by the Brazilians, yeah, the French finish. Tremendous stuff. They needed that, man. That's a psychological win for them as much as it is booking their place into the semis tomorrow. They needed that to show we're not that team anymore.
We're not that team anymore, and I'm going to do a lot of movie references. It's whether you're going to win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. Shout out to Toretto's. But as you see, a little trash talking, but doing some animation, saying goodbye, but here's the sportsmanship. That was a game, Brazil and France. Hats off to you. The baguette's up in the air, but